Hey, I'm Paul Johnson. Now, if you and I were in an elevator together for a few minutes and you asked me, Paul, what exactly do you do and how does it all work? Here's the simplest way I'd explain it to you, aka my extended elevator pitch. Now, the fastest path to wealth in 2026 isn't property, it isn't crypto, and it certainly isn't starting another traditional business from scratch. Now, I should know I qualified as a chartered accountant, chartered tax advisor, and accredited strategic planner back in the 90s, and I've spent decades buying, building, and selling businesses. So, what I'm about to explain isn't theory, it's the evolution of everything I've learned over 30 years in the real world, fused with the last few years of re educating myself in the extraordinary value of AI and specifically agentic AI. Now, this is something far more powerful than just a theory and far more accessible. This is the strategic fusion of acquiring traditional companies, often without using your own money, for around 3 times their annual profit, transforming them into tech-enabled companies using agentic AI, which pushes their valuation to 10, 12, even 15 times profit, and then either, one, flipping them for a huge profit, or two, building a portfolio of high valuation AI-powered tech companies, or three, and most entrepreneurs don't realize this is even possible, selling just 20% of the company to an investor for roughly 100% of the amount you originally paid, while retaining ownership of the other 80%. Now, I call it flipping companies, and it's the new flipping properties, but on steroids. Now, this model works across 8 different industries, but we're starting exactly where the opportunity is ripest, the property industry, where I've owned, built, and sold multiple property companies over the past 25 years. Now, across the UK and across the world, there are thousands of traditional property businesses, letting agents, estate agents, property management firms, maintenance companies that are still valued at around 3 times EBITDA. But once you convert those businesses into prop tech companies with modern systems, automation, agentic AI, running the workflows, the market starts valuing them as technology companies at approximately 15 times EBITDA. Now, that single shift can multiply the value of a business by 5 times without adding stress, headcount, or complexity. And here's something I want you to hear clearly. The people who will become multimillionaires from agentic AI over the next few years will not be the coders. They'll be the entrepreneurs who know how to convert traditional companies into tech-enabled companies. Now, we're starting predominantly in prop tech, but our operating system works in legal tech, health tech, edutech, fintech, build tech, recruit tech, and BizOps tech. So those of you who combine this tech transformation with modern M&A strategies that allow you to acquire companies without risking your own capital are the ones who are most likely to be the first multimillionaires created by this agentic revolution. Now, that combination is a gold mine, and it's happening right now. But agentic AI is a rare short window where early movers become multimillionaires. So in 2 to 3 years, I believe that closes. So you need to act now. And the best thing is this, you don't need to be technical. You don't need to be a coder. And you certainly don't need millions of pounds to get started. Because for the first time in history, AI has leveled the playing field. If you already own a property business, great, we can transform it into a prop tech company for you. If you don't own one yet, we can help you acquire one using modern M&A techniques. And the same strategy applies across all 8 industries. Now, the framework is very simple. Step 1, is acquire a traditional company for around 3 times its profit. Step 2, convert it into a tech-enabled company worth up to 15 times profit. And step 3, monetize. Flip it, build a portfolio, or sell a minority stake to release your capital while keeping control. Right now, almost no one is doing this, which means the early movers will win disproportionately over the next 6 to 12 months. So if you're thinking, this is exactly what I've been looking for, or maybe I don't want to miss this window, or maybe even this really is for me, here are your next steps. First, explore the website. Everything here is designed to give you clarity. Second, watch the short 12-minute executive briefing with me, Martin, and Miraj. That will change the way you think about valuations, acquisitions, and the future of the property industry. Third, watch the 1-hour podcast interview for the deeper behind-the-scenes conversation. Fourth, download the PropTech Playbook, which explains why this works so quickly. Fifth, reserve your place on the January Masterclass, where we'll walk through the full strategy in absolute detail, including how to identify the right companies, structure acquisitions without using your own capital, and apply agentic AI to drive valuation uplift. Now, for those who want to move quickly, we also show how to raise up to £150,000 over the next few months to accelerate your process. And finally, if you're the kind of person who knows when it's time to move, who doesn't want to look back knowing they hesitated during the biggest shift of our lifetime, just book a free strategy call with me. No pressure, no sales scripts, It's just a conversation about where you are now, where you could be 12 months from today, and how to get there the fastest. Now, before I go, indulge me. Take 10 seconds and picture something with me. What does your life look like 12 months from now if you take action today? A more valuable business, more income, more leverage, more control, anything else? Now, picture the alternative. What does it look like if you wait and watch this window close? For most people, that comparison becomes the moment everything changes. So, what you need to do now is choose the step that feels right for you. Take it while the window is still open. I'm Paul Johnson. I look forward to helping you create something really extraordinary.